Welcome back to Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, The Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab. And let me welcome the colorists too. I know I don't do the fancy shading like, you alcohol marker users. I know I don't have all that down, but eventually I'll be a little bit more advanced with more practice, of course. Today I am continuing on the bicycle page that we started last week, and I ain't got a lot of time because instead of doing this on a Saturday, I'm doing it on a Sunday morning, and I'm doing it before church. So I'm going to use this time to color this page, chat with you guys. Let me know, drop down in the comments how your last week went. Were you busy? Did you craft? Did you get outdoors? Anybody hit the trails, start running, start any new workout regimes? Is it regimens? Regiments. There we go. Oh my gosh. Any vacations? I know a couple people went on vacation. I ain't gonna name anybody in particular who, ventured off to places with an all-girls type of situation. But nevertheless, that was not me. Don't mind if I do. Our family will be taking a hike back up to New York and Pennsylvania, possibly Virginia, in October to go see sights and sounds in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. But we'll first go back home to Rochester, hang out with the family for a bit, and then we will venture on over to Pennsylvania, which is like a 4 to 6 hour drive, depending on where you're at in New York. So anyways, so let me know how you guys have been doing. Drop in the comments, let me know how your last week was going, and what do you have planned for this upcoming week. The summer we're in the middle of the summer, but summer vacation this is the last week for us. So we will be, we'll be doing our best to make the most of the rest of this time. I'm going to color this basket here and prepare for the start of the school year. They're not really anticipating it, but it is what it is. I probably should go yellow with that basket. Let's see. Is that a soft enough yellow? You know what? It'll work. It'll work. So my past week, I signed my very first real estate buyer, and I will be helping her purchase her first. So she's a first-time home buyer. This will be her first home, and I'm excited about it because I know that feeling. I know the feeling of, feeling like it's time, not being sure of what all is involved, what all you'll need, and if you're actually financially ready, put in a position to actually purchase. Been there. I've been there in terms of first-time home buyer, first-time investment property, and so I love helping, bring that to fruition for a client. And luckily for us, we already have the home, and we just need to put the purchase offer in on it. It's going to get accepted. It's just a matter of doing it in a time frame that's conducive to the seller, which is the owner of the home that she currently lives in. So as God would have it, I did not have to look far for that or anything. For my first client, she just kind of fell in my lap, which lets me know that I'm doing things in God's time, because I'm really used to setting my own goals and kind of paving my own way, and whatever comes with that is what I accept. But in my journey and in my personal experience, when you wait on God to direct your path, things will happen as and when they should. And if they don't, it is because He has not ordained, allowed, or willed it to be. So, despite all your preparations, sometimes you could be ready and the person, place, or thing is not set yet for you. So, if you ever find yourself in that situation, be not discouraged. Let me use a smaller tipped markers. I have some other markers elsewhere. Actually, you know what? I just got finished buying some school supplies off of Walmart.com. And well, I bought school supplies, but I bought a couple pieces for Josh, but I bought like index cards they had on clearance. What else did they have? Some markers, fine line markers, glue sticks, Elmer's glue, which is great if you're doing decoupage, because you just water it down a bit. And if you want to seal something, you just put a light coating of that on there. And I should have gotten the paper, but it wasn't. They at the time online they didn't have the full pack, or they had a large, like 5 reams of it. They didn't have the individual ones for sale on the site for pickup. So I'll have to have hubby pick some up when he goes in there later on today. Not that we need it right away, but we'll need it at the start of school. So take advantage of those sales. Stock up for the year for your crafting supplies, because like something like the glue sticks, they're usually 88 cents for the pack of 2, and that's the Crazy Art. That's not even the Elmer's. Elmer's was 50 cents for a pack of 2. They're usually $1 for a pack of 2 for the regular size ones. So I bought a few packs of those, and I also bought a couple packs of the Crazy Art, because you don't necessarily need the permanent for everything, especially if you're going to seal on top of it in terms of paper crafting, or if you're going to stitch. So I think I'm moving awfully slow here. Let me see. Let me move to the grass. Let's see what we can do with the grass today. Which color do I want to use? I really don't want to be here all day. Okay, we can use the larger marker for... Oh, no, we can't. I don't know how to brush tip marker for the grass. Let's see what we can get worked out here. This is a good ring. Okay. The alcohol markers, I think it'll work. So anyways, getting back to the real estate. And I hung my license with a local brokerage, woman-owned, which I'm ecstatic about. And one of my close friends is a realtor out of there, so we've already discussed marketing. You know, she asked me what I was what I was doing to market, and at the time I told her, and I just was honest, nothing. Right now, I'm not doing anything, but I will certainly use the transactions that I'm working on to serve as a step stool, if you will, for any marketing that I will do. You know, I'll use it right now for marketing in the future, and ongoing. So just kind of being strategic in how I put myself out there, because I want to be out there, but I don't want to be so in your face, and I don't want to appear to oversaturate the social media with my face and buy from me. Whoever's for me, they'll come across my ad at the appointed time. So now I have been working on redoing my bedroom, and I've got these 2 frames that I have primed. Well, I should say, I said primed, but what I really should be saying is I use gesso. I use gesso on them, and plan to use some tissue paper to create some texture, and then paint that, or actually tissue paper in some areas, and then use a stencil and modeling paste on other areas of it. It's a set of frames that were once the prints that were in there were from my husband's first apartment, and they are not cute. So I have went on ahead and gotten the linens. I think I mentioned this before. Gotten the linens. The only thing I need now at this point is the 2 bracketed rod holders for the windows, the window coverings, because the window treatments, you know, when you get to a certain age, you say window treatments, right? Like, you don't say, y'all might have seen my post on my Facebook page. It says, I want to know which of my 45 and under friends use the word blouse in an everyday conversation. most of us just say curtains or blinds. And then the older crowd, the mature people say window dressing or window covering. Yeah, that covers all of them. But it does seem a little bit more formal, which she is not. She being me is not formal in any form of fashion. Yeah, so one of the things that rabbit hole, or should I say chasing squirrel moment, I just came to my mind about starting back to school. I am so glad that we school from home and have since Josh started elementary school, because I don't have to worry about doing the back to school clothes shopping. I remember when my husband and I had been together for like about a year or two, and Josh's siblings, they're all older than him. Although he's in our home, he's always been raised as an only child. That's because when I met my husband, his youngest were late teens, so they were in high school. And I remember when it would be time to go back to school shopping, and their mom would send them over to the house so Dad could take them shopping. And so my husband would take them to the mall, and when he would come back, the receipt, I'm looking at the receipt like, oh my goodness, they got you. We're looking at jeans for $125. This is 12, 15 years ago, y'all. Jeans for $125, sneakers for $200. Neither one of these people are celebrities, So why would they have to have these expensive sneakers and jeans? I don't know. But my husband didn't think there was anything wrong with it. This is what you have to spend when it's time to go back to school. Nope. That last school year shopping, I took them. And we hit up the sale racks, okay? Because you're about to do another growth spurt anyways. So, yeah, because they still hit growth spurts in high school. Or something goes out of style and they don't want to wear it anymore. Not that that's our problem, but whatever. But nevertheless, I don't have to do that for Josh, and I'm eternally grateful. And I don't know if he was in a brick and mortar school, I don't think he would really care what he wore. Of course, he wouldn't want like dinosaurs on his shirts, but he's not like a Nike kid. He don't do the Jordans and the fancy basketball sneakers. I think they call them basketball sneakers, but where I'm from, they're just sneakers. Yeah, he's not into all of that. He likes whatever catches his eye, and that may or may not be something with a name brand on it. But then there are things that I spend money on for him that I think the price tag is high for, like, I don't know, gaming computers. $1,300 for a gaming computer. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting to replace mine. Yeah. But he doesn't ask for much, so whatever he does ask for, if it's within reason, yeah, you get it for him. I have had to help him learn how to take care of his stuff, though. When you put a price tag on it that high, you can't treat that like a run-of-the-everyday garden variety Xbox. Not that you do anything different with an Xbox than you do with a computer, but I digress. You get what I'm saying? Now, we should be having another squirrel. We should be having a challenge pop up within the next week or so. And I can't remember what it is. It's not a fall challenge. Oh, it's a Dollar Tree challenge. So get ready for that. Stay tuned. And by we, I mean me and a group of other creatives. And you'll get more information as that time approaches. Or you'll just see a post. Okay? A video. I'm spending way too much time on this for me not to have it in speed up mode. Okay? I don't want to bore y'all with just them colors. We'll move on to the butterflies. Something cute. And I'm probably going to have to slide into church in a few minutes, so forgive me if I cut this abruptly after I look at the clock, because that's probably what's going to end up happening. I'm going to look at the clock and say, oh my God, I'm late. But a girl needs a little bit of chat time, coloring and chat time. I was up early this morning. Thought that I was going to log into the parent portal for Josh's school and get started on the parent course. Yeah, the parent course so that I could go ahead and submit all my documentation and say that I took the course and I understand all the rules, policies, and procedures. And I was having trouble logging in for about an hour. Then it was time to cook breakfast, and I was getting a little agitated because hubby cooks breakfast in the middle of the day when he's hungry, and I just assumed that he would just take the lead on that, but he did not. So I went on ahead and put a warm breakfast together for Josh, because he likes the warm breakfasts on a Sunday. I could go without it, personally. You know, make sure I'm in camera in frame. If it requires me to pull out a pan, I certainly can go without it. That's just me. Call me lazy. Call me not interested in the foods that much, but I'd rather craft or decorate with my spare time. So I was just thinking this morning, like, where am I going to find the time to stay on top of this kid's classwork, take my own continuing education classes, take care of the client's needs, the house needs, hubby's needs, and dad's needs. I don't know how that's going to happen. That is where I'm definitely going to have to trust the Lord and patterning my footsteps and placing things on my path to help me prioritize things, because it's a lot. And I know I'm not the only one who has a boatload of things on their agenda on a day-to-day basis. Some things ain't gonna get done. I'm just gonna go on forth and acknowledge that, and so that I'm not disappointed when I look at my planner and some things ain't checked off. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but I will do my best to take care of all of those things, as well as chill and hang out with the community, because y'all important to me too. I mean, honestly. Oh gosh, that's not gonna work. Let me find another color that I could put in there over that. Oh, gracious. This is the type of morning I've been having, where I touch something and nothing really... Okay, we'll go with green. That's Josh. You already know. Alright, so anyways, yeah. So I'm going to trust in the Lord to make sure I get everything taken care of in a timely fashion, and also allow me time to hang out with the fabulous family, also known as the Livie'S Lovelies community. There are a couple of giveaways going on in the Facebook group, so if you are not a member of the Maker Exchange Facebook group, I highly suggest you guys go on over there, because we have some very generous creatives that have reached out to me to ask if they could give away items in the group, and I have no problem with it. If you are one of those people that want to give away something, feel free to connect with me. My email is in the description box as well, and you can slide on over and hang out with us too. Let me try another color over here. I want to go bright. Let's go with a blue. Let's see if I can do a blue in here. That's kind of dark. There's a fruit fly in here, and it's going to drive me nuts. It seems like there's always one. Okay, so I am looking forward to a very productive week. I'm looking forward to having my room done at the end of this week. And I'm looking forward to putting out a little bit more content for you guys. The group is growing, so if you are new to the channel and you are a new subscriber, I want to thank you for joining us here and being a part of this amazing group of creatives, community of creatives, I should say. And for those who are returning subscribers, listen, I thank y'all, because when I wake up in the morning, I sometimes think about, I wake up in the morning, check my, say my prayer, of course. Wake up in the morning, check my my comments, and the feedback is amazing. Encouraging, a lot of wisdom in there. And then some of y'all are just sharing ways to do things differently, or other ways to accomplish the same results with maybe less or lesser expensive items, or things that we might have on hand. But you guys are amazing. I appreciate you all. And I ask that you continue to support one another. Be kind out there in those YouTube creative streets. And thanks for joining me today. I know I didn't get much accomplished, but I was too busy running my mouth. Anyways, guys, until we're back here together on YouTube, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative in crafting. And y'all know that we got a new Delta variant out there, so just take care of yourselves, because I don't want to hear nothing about somebody not coming back because they in the ICU or ER or something like that. No, we've got to make sure all of our creatives stay happy, healthy, and around to inspire and support one another however we can. So, bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.